Hi, Wade.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going okay. How you doing?
Good.
Great. Welcome to the Indy Contributors Working Group call for September 23rd, 2025. Today, we will talk about the Ubuntu 22.04 upgrade. We don't need to talk about the Indy report. Let's see. And then just keeping the GitHub organization planning on here. And then as well, any updates on Indy Bezu if Renata is able to join. And then any DidWebVH updates would be awesome to hear. Let's see. We are recording this call. It will be posted on the meeting page later today. We're following the Linux Foundation antitrust policy and the LFDT code of conduct. If you'd like to put your name on the attendees list, feel free to do so. Setting up the link. Let's see. Anybody have any agenda items to add? All right. Let's see. Jumping into the Ubuntu 22.04 upgrade. This is what we had from Kim last week. He has some links that he is ready to share, so I'll go ahead and do those. But Lynn, is there also any context that you wanted to add or anything you wanted to share on this?
So Kim completed a build and has turned it over to me for testing. There's other stuff on my plate. There's this stuff that's happened recently that has made it so that I'm not sure when I'm going to get to that testing. As soon as I'm done testing, we'll turn it over to the community. But like I said, it may be some time before I get to that testing. You just want to do a sanity check, is what we're trying to do, I think. With
Yeah,
the
is it worth opening a PR for review? Or do you want to wait until you've done the testing?
I can leave that up to Kim. I guess we could turn his build over to the community before I do my testing, if that's something we want to, if that's something you're interested in. I could suggest that to Kim if you like.
Yeah, I'm just sort of waiting for a PR to get opened up on the main repository to trigger like a review and get some feedback on that.
Yeah, with our current circumstances, it may be beneficial to the community to get things out before our final test, but then know that it hasn't had a sanity check, I guess, is the caveat.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
Should I go ahead and create the PRs right now?
Maybe check with Kim first. Maybe there's a reason
Okay.
why he hasn't done it yet. There might be reasoning behind it. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll check with him, and if so, I'll just press the button to create the PR from these branches that are linked, and then I'll link the PRs on here.
perfect.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see, so I'll leave just the branch links there for now. Let's see, I don't see Renata, so I don't know if we'll be able to get any Indy Bezu updates. Let's see, on DidWeb VH, Steven, is there anything you wanted to call out in particular?
No, we keep moving forward. Looks like we now have Credo work completed. We should have a BC Wallet, bifold / BC Wallet version and demo available shortly. It's working. We're just putting together a demo of it and waiting for the next public release of the BC Wallet, and then we'll have support for it. As well, the Indy-like endorsement is complete. So you can configure an issuer that works with a DidWeb VH server that requires endorsement, just like on an Indy network.
Cool.
So that allows that same workflow and governance. And we're getting very near. I just realized it's 5 days away from the diff recommended PR from being complete. So that's on September 28th. And so far, no objections.
The different recommended PR.
So there's a PR in diff that makes DidWeb VH recommended
Oh, okay.
as a diff method, and the idea was a 60-day window where objections could be raised. So it'll be fun if in the next few days we get an objection.
The last 5 days of the 60-day period, that'd be rough.
Exactly. Kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
have to go have a look at that, I guess.
Yeah, would you have a link?
Oh yeah. 2 seconds and I'll have it. Yeah, so basically all this does is change a yes, no to a yes in a table. But the table is all no's to this point. There's like 10 diff methods in it, and this
Yeah.
would change it to a yes, from a no to a yes, meaning that diff stands behind it and considers it a recommended approach, a recommended did method.
Yeah.
For whatever that means.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. That was everything officially on our agenda. Is there anything else we should talk about here?
I will.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything else we should talk about in this meeting?
I think at some point, the GitHub organization planning, I'm worried about it, obviously. Just the disruption it makes to both the non-creds and Indy without a lot of people working on things.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're gonna get to it. I quite
Yeah.
frankly don't expect us to. I don't see why it's needed. So who knows?
Yeah.
It has to be in some organization, and being in the Hyperledger organization seems like a reasonable place for it. I did
Right.
do a quick check. You might take a look. Why don't you open up the github.com/Hyperledger and
Mhm.
take a look at the repos that are there. I did a slight look at this the other day. But that would show how many repos are still there. Yeah. So there's still 95 repos. And if you
Yeah.
do, yeah, so it's like Fabric, Indy, there's still Firefly and some of those, and I'm not sure what the status of those projects are, what they're planning on doing.
Right.
But it seems to be down to just the 4 and then some really obscure ones that I think are really not relevant, that haven't been touched in a very long time. So there's Fabric, there's Indy, there's Firefly, there's a non-creds. I think those are the 4 main ones that have been updated.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Bezo, other than Indy Bezo, is out. Obviously, there's the Aries that's irrelevant.
Mhm.
Yeah, Composer at the bottom there. And then a handful of ones that are just Hyperledger associated, like
Right. Some of
the
these
branding and that. So,
just
and this one's
obscure
already
repos, yeah.
archived.
Right. Right.
So this one's irrelevant. So it's really just the 4 projects. I would really like to argue that just leave them there
Yeah. Yeah.
and don't go through the pain of having to move them to separate organizations.
Right. Right. Yeah. Okay.
So perhaps someone who's on the TAC can
Advocate for that.
advocate
Yeah.
for that position.
Yes.
I am surprised the Bezu one is there. I thought Bezu had moved out on its own.
Right. Right.
And there only seems to be the Bezu and Indy Bezu. I think, could you do search repos and type Bezu and see how many there are?
Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks like Bezu is still there too. So there's 5.
Yeah.
Firefly, Fabric, Indy, and OnCreds in Bezu.
So it looks like there is a, well, just with nothing in it. So that
Yeah.
doesn't really mean much.
Yeah, so Rye created Hyperledger
Oh, I
Indy and
see.
Hyperledger Bezu. I noticed he's put a capital in it, which is really bad because if you didn't put a capital in it, at least all we'd be doing is replacing a dash with a slash, or a slash with a dash. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I just don't understand why it's got to be done. So perhaps there is some good reason, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, when that comes up again, I will advocate
Yeah.
for that.
Please.
Cool. Let's see. Anything else we should talk about on this call? All right. Thanks everybody for meeting this morning, and we'll talk with you later.
Have a great day.
Thank you.